Hi beautiful people, this is Corey, the Youper Lady at Superior Finds, and today I'm going to talk to you all about linens. Linens is what I have the most of in my inventory, and they are very easy to store. They're very easy to package, they're very easy to ship, nothing breaks, and I just love selling linens. And now when I speak of linens, what do I mean? Every type of linen that you can imagine, meaning every textile we use for our homes, right? This includes, and I'm going to probably leave out a few, tablecloths, doilies, centerpieces, table runners, curtains, drapes, valances. It also includes bed sheets, bedding, comforters. I do ship out big, thick comforters, and throw rugs, pillow shams, wall tapestries. So anything that is cloth that we use in our homes is linens. So let me show you by example the categories that are my top sellers. And number one, you see we have collectibles, linens and textiles, curtains and drapes, which came out to $541.25. So these are just the curtains and the drapes that are in the collectible category. They also can be in my home and garden category as well. So let's look over here. Okay, my second highest selling was in coats and jackets, $437.27. And here are my tablecloths. I love my tablecloths, everybody. I have a lot of them, and I do have a lot of curtains, but tablecloths are just easier to measure. $299.74. Now let's go with other textiles here. Home and garden, bedding, pillow shams. Easy, very easy. Easy to photograph, easy to measure, easy to package and ship. $145.53. We'll go down here a little bit more. And we also have table runners. Again, very, very easy. $103.87. And home decor, Afghans and throw blankets, $90.58. So you see, all of these things are so easy to store and ship. I store them in a plastic bag, of course. I have them in bins that are airtight, and when they go out in a simple poly mailer. Let's go into some examples of the types of linens I sell and how much I net from them. So here's a Sonoma fabric shower curtain. I picked this up because of the cute sea turtle. It's a nice polyester, thicker fabric, and the brand name Sonoma is pretty popular. I bought this for $3.18 in July, the very beginning of July. And after all of my fees, including inventory, I net $12.62. Here's another one that you may find interesting. These are quilted pillow shams that are vintage, JCPenney's. I picked them out though because of the colors. Look at the colors. It's very 90s abstract, and they are quilted. Quilted shams do tend to sell better than a regular polyester cotton sham. I listed these July 25th. I bought them for $2. The buyer paid $18 plus the shipping, and I ended up with a net cost after inventory fees of $13.04. So if you see a trend here, these are bread and butter items. However, some of them are not. And especially when someone orders multiples of things like curtains. And I'll show you that in the next example. Okay, so here are some pretty curtains, vintage. Pretty color, pretty patterns, very 80s and 90s. I bought these and listed them July 5th. They were $1.59 per curtain. They sold at $20 a piece. So the buyer paid $80 in total plus $13.15 for shipping, making my net income from this, apart from inventory fees, $67.80. Like I said, very easy to store, very easy to ship out. Nothing breaks, and I'm very happy with these types of sales. So here we have a cute white lace panel with Victorian houses on it. I don't know if you can see it there. I can enlarge this too. Now it's sold for $28.99. I listed this in May, so it did sit a few more months than the others. I bought it for $3.17 at a St. Vincent store in Wisconsin. This is one of my travels to Green Bay and the surrounding areas that I do sometimes. And I net $26.23. So that's not too bad of a sale either. This right here was a gorgeous tablecloth. It's antique, Art Nouveau, had cherubs on it. Now it was damaged. I did get this from an online auction. I believe it was in a lot, and the cost of each item on this online auction came out to $3.77. So I acquired this for $3.77, which is quite amazing. I did have it listed for higher. I listed it at $65, but since it did have some tears in it, I accepted a best offer for $50. And I made a net of $44.63. And let me just show you pictures of this beautiful linen. I love these antique Victorian or Art Nouveau style linens. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous, but here's a tear, and there were other runs on this as well. And here's a nice modern table runner I bought at a Goodwill for $3. This was listed at the end of February. My buyer paid $23.99, and I net $17.70. And I'll show you the pattern here. Very tropical Hawaiian type of pattern, hence the name. It's so Maui, right? And I thought this was a fun one to sell. And I'm sure you all have heard this before, but Christmas sells all year. I love selling Christmas items, and Christmas tablecloths are no exception. So I bought this Lenox tablecloth for $5 at an estate sale, and I listed it in January. Now it did take a few months because it was Christmas, and sometimes it does. I sold this for a best offer of $30. I net $23.71. Now I did take an offer, so if I had waited, I could have maybe sold this for more. I will say that. And let's look at this. It's very pretty. It has the mask print on it. Now, I do have buyers that lot linens, and I also have repeat buyers. So this is a sale on Poshmark. I have a vintage crochet lace table runner up on top here, and I have a vintage centerpiece doily table charger with a fan design. So the grand total was $43. My earnings from Poshmark was $34.40. So all in all, I made $18.87 on one item and $16.40 on the other item. And my cost of goods in my inventory, the runner did cost me $5.30, which is a little bit high. I don't like that amount. And the centerpiece was $1.83. And I believe I bought both of these at a St. Vincent's in Green Bay. Here is another Poshmark sale. I bought these Chaps Annabelle pillow shams at the end of June for $2 at my local Goodwill, and my earnings, it shows, were $21.60. After the $2 cost, my net earnings were $19.60. And let me just add, for any bedding that is Ralph Lauren or Chaps, buy it, buy it, buy it. I've sold many pieces of vintage Ralph Lauren for hundreds of dollars. So absolutely, when you look at these pillow shams, you'll learn to look at the patterns, and you'll learn to recognize these patterns, and you'll be able to call out, before you look at the tag. So absolutely, always look into Ralph Lauren and Chaps when it comes to any type of linen. So, in conclusion, in the month of August 2024, this is how much I made in linen sales. I made $1,747.77 on eBay. For Etsy, I made $190.39. For Mercari, $91.85. And on Poshmark, I made $59 even. So you can see that's about $2,000 in gross sales that I made in the month of August alone from the sale of my linens. So if you have any questions, please let me know. If you like what you see, like this video, subscribe, comment. Let me know what I can do better to help you, because this is why I am doing this. And I'm awkward and everything else imaginable, but that's okay, right? I guess we all are like that in the beginning. But please comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you like. I want to hear your thoughts. All right, you all, thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next video.